My name is Michael Lutz. I'm the first ever executive director for Omega House. Our primary mission at Omega House is to care for the terminally ill. And we've been doing that now for about 12 years, since 2005. What we do here is we provide all the comforts of home for the individual to have a quality of life in their remaining days. So Omega House is an 8-bed facility. All the rooms are private, they have half baths, and from the moment that you walk in to Omega House, it's very quiet, very bright. There's the smell of fresh bakery or breakfast cooking, and it really makes you feel like you're at home. What we want to do is to make you feel as comfortable as we can, and we do that through providing you all the services that you need when you come to our home. So back in the late 90s, a group of individuals came together. Many of them felt that there was a need in our community for a home for individuals that maybe weren't ready for a nursing home and wanted to come to a different type of facility. Many people think that Omega House is a hospice home. And technically, we're an adult foster care home. We're licensed with the state of Michigan as a 7 to 12 bed adult foster care home. And a lot of questions come up: who pays for hospice care? Well, Omega House does not receive any reimbursement from Medicare, Medicaid, third-party insurances in general. The care here is paid for by the individual or the family, but it's based on a sliding fee scale. So if you make very little, you pay very little. And what we found over the history of Omega House in looking at things is that the average amount that a resident will pay to stay at Omega House per day is less than half the cost to care for someone. So that other half is generally made up through donations from our generous community and fundraising events. We put on several events a year, and those events help supplement the difference for those individuals that can't afford to pay the full rate at Omega House. Should you be given the diagnosis that you have a terminal illness and you've been enrolled in a hospice program, Omega House becomes an option for you. A lot of times the family will try to care for the individual at home, but find out that it's a pretty involved job. It's a 24-hour responsibility, and the burden and the stress that comes about is why individuals will select Omega House. It has a feeling of home.